And hopefully you have a blog where you can post that information too and let people know that you guys not sitting at home, you're running around, bootstrapping yourself and helping pretty much everyone, because eventually we're all gonna die, unfortunately. And if you fight cancer, for instance, right now, then it would be better than later. So now, with your Russian background, does it help you to do good things for the society? You are in our country now, right? We're all American citizens now, but does it help you to do, and how it's helped you?
I mean, people approach you about this more often than they approach me because
She has big Siberian heart, probably.
Um, um, yes, it's interesting actually, because every time I talk to someone in Russia about what I'm doing, people don't exactly kind of grasp the concept right away, and then they say, well, I don't think that's something that would fly in Russia. And I always say, well, yes, maybe not right now, maybe not today, but I'm sure once people get more exposure to it, this is something definitely, there's a lot of opportunity. And I know now there are quite a few social startups, social enterprises popping up in Russia as well, where people kind of start looking beyond kind of like their own needs, and to kind of see what else they can do to help. But yeah, there's definitely the philanthropic culture in the U.S. is definitely different.
But what you see with lots of technology is that it tends to spread the joy, so to speak. And I do get occasional comments where people say, Russians don't volunteer, they do not necessarily donate. It is seen as a waste of time. And my answer to that, it's a learned behavior, and that's what internet does. We've learned many behaviors, and philanthropy will be the next stage. And it will spread. It will spread much quicker than we expect.
Okay. Now, trying to be Woman of the Year and working so many hours as a volunteer, being on the phone, being on the internet, going to meetups, you don't get paid for it. So you're not a millionaire yet, but nevertheless you keep working. What make you actually do all of this?
I mean, it's kind of like a bigger purpose, right? I mean, I do see the opportunity, and I know you kind of have to sacrifice in the beginning in order to get somewhere. And I mean, you're right, it's a lot of work, and I haven't had a salary for like over a year, so I'm just kind of putting all my savings from my previous career into this enterprise right now. But I mean, I believe in it, and the inspiration that I get from others, the feedback, and just like all this amazing stories people share with me, really kind of keeps me going every day. So I have people who call me or email me and say they wanted to share what they coined a sunny story. For example, people who do somehow get involved with sunny karma in one way or the other, they do kind of see that their life changes for the better. They might have been having like a bad, kind of a bad week or a bad month, and then they would get involved with sunny karma, would get like inspired, and then they, for example, one guy told me he was driving from a meeting, and then with me, or like right after like the conversation we had, and he saw a broken car on the side road, and then he kind of decided to stop and help. And then the person,
he usually probably would just drive by and say, forget it, I'm not going to stop by, and
exactly.
I'm not going to help. But after talking to you, he decided to change his behavior.
Right.
Okay.
And then he helped the person, and the person kind of returned the favor. He said, oh, I'm a dentist, and I can offer you my services in return. And then after that, like everything kind of started falling into place, and a person volunteered with Sunny Karma for a while. And it's just things like that when people say there is karma around, and I mean that's why I think like the name kind of really conveys the message. It does happen, and that's kind of more important to me than cash necessarily at this point. So it's just a bigger idea.
So I can tell you from me, because for me, Sunny Karma is where I spend my late night. And what inspires me is I went to Lymphoma Leukemia Society event, and I met the Boy of the Year, and you should Google this little man. He is 4, and his face tells it all. I mean, this little boy went from almost dying to having faced this disease with smile. And every time I have a late night and I feel sorry for myself, I look at his picture, and that's the purpose. That's what reminds me to keep going, because he and kids like him are totally worth fighting for.
Yeah, because it's innocent kids and they dying for whatever reason, and we as adults not able to help. That's very hard to see, and to live with this after that, it's really, really hard. I know from my own life experience, and I don't want to wish it to anyone. So you guys stay strong and keep fighting and make everyone heard and known that we together would be able to fight leukemia, lymphoma, and any cancer in our way. And I think it's far more bigger issues in our life where we should pay attention to than trying to make everybody angry between each other. We need to help kids who are struggling and start with that, and also adults who are dying from cancer for no reason at young age. And that's very, very hard to see, unfortunately. So coming to the wonderful note, you have on May 29th, that's the biggest event in Fairmont, San Francisco, is that correct? Where people can buy tickets?
So yeah, actually, this is a very good point, because as we mentioned before, we chose kind of a collaboration approach to this campaign rather than competition. It is technically competition and all candidates compete between each other, but we opened up our platform to all the other candidates across the US to use it at no cost to them, to use it for their fundraising campaigns. So we help them to meet their goals and exceed their goals. And one of the candidates we actually partnered up with is Brett Carrick, who is a friend of mine, and we've done events together before. And he is an attorney in the fashion entertainment industry, and he's actually producing the fashion show at the Fairmont at the end of May, and Sunny Karma is co-hosting this event together. And this is kind of showing one of the examples how we kind of took that collaboration approach, and we partnered up with another candidate, and we also opened up the platform for all the other candidates to use just whatever they need, and I'm there always to help them as well, to help them with their fundraising campaigns.
Now, what would you like to wish our listener and viewers as our English part of the program coming to the end right now? What would you wish them?
I wish that the listeners, one, do go to sunnykarma.com, look around, and think about how technology changes the landscape of philanthropy. The days where you donate or participate just because you get a tax deduction are gone. The days where you participate just because you get a building named after you are gone. You participate because it's fun, it's rewarding, and you're doing a good thing. And we hope that Sunny Karma will be your partner on that journey.
And Elena, what you would like to wish our viewers and listeners?
I would like for them to as well kind of look around their life and see and ask themselves the question, how can I help, how can I get involved? Because a lot of times people don't realize that they do have something to contribute beyond just monetary contribution. Not all of us have money to contribute, but if you have some talents or you have skills, expertise, passions, and hobbies, you can go on Sunny Karma and you can actually create an auction. Anyone can create an auction on Sunny Karma, and you can pick a cause or a charity that you want the money to go to, and other people will bid on your auction and win it, and that money will go to the charity that you want. So there is a way to get involved for everyone. And that's kind of the beauty of of the platform that we're trying to create. We kind of create a social network around it where people connect based on causes they care about or based on interests that they share. So yeah, that's kind of my conclusion is everyone can get involved.
And that was Olga's show from you to you. Every Saturday night we are here to support technology, culture, and people. So join us and help this time Leukemia and Lymphoma Society Man and Woman of the Year through sunnykarma.com. Olga Show, from you to you.
Thank you.